Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. The Plagueherald and the Nightshroud are ready to head to our next objective. I potentially go after Insecticide, but we really want to save those ornate chests for when we have the Quartermaster in the team. So we're going to hold off on that for the moment. Which means we don't have any story quests available. In terms of relic quests, that's an ornate chest, that's an ornate chest, ornate chest, ornate chest. Loot the relic, which I assume is an ornate chest, and an ornate chest. So none of these are really possible. So it's either going to be a travel mission. Let's get the zoom. Well, I guess we don't really have a partial zoom. We're either going to have a travel mission or a job mission. And they've both got potential. Robes of Evocation is not a bad option. We don't have a body item on the Nightshroud. I wouldn't necessarily use it on the Nightshroud. We've got the Sacrificial Robes on the Plagueherald. That would probably be better off as the Robes of Evocation, to be fair. But this could still be very useful on any number of other characters, especially stuff that is likely going to hit larger areas. What else do we have? Ring of Dampening. It'd be good to get that done. It's just the design, so we'd be able to purchase it, but it's still an option. You know what, let's go after the Vault of Pus with the evocation. So cultists have broken into the mausoleums of a local graveyard and have begun to raise the dead. We're going to get 10 gold, which is good because we always need gold. And of course this design, which we're probably not going to use right away, but maybe at some point down the line. It's nice having the options available. And we've got an encounter along the way. You discover an old well at the side of the road. We're not going to drop any coins in. We want to save all of our money. This job is one of those that no adventurer likes, but it pays the bills. Head to a graveyard, find the crypt with the smashed front door, venture down, kill whatever you find. Okay, so we could go for Streamliner on the Plagueherald. There's enough cards that it seems reasonable. And Sadist on the Nightshroud. 5 monsters is quite an ask. No, let's go for Aggressor. I think Aggressor's going to be easier to manage. Now, ideally, we want the two working together. So, cultists really should be our Nightshroud's job to take out. We've got a couple of doors to go through. We've got one door here, potentially one door there, and one door there. So we're going to have to keep mobile or keep this guy alive. I think probably keeping the large guy alive is the way we're going to do it. So we need to generate dark and do a whole bunch of killing and a whole bunch of other stuff. If we get poison on these as a whole with Vile Pestilence, that's really nice. I'd like to move before them in order to do that though. So maybe spread the plague and Vile Pestilence, and that'll be our opening move on this side. Now, Vile Pestilence does apply to all allies in the area as well, so we'd like to move up and be invisible, ready to get a kill next turn. So Wings of the Night will get us invisible. We want to be moving, I'd normally say before them, but it's not strictly necessary. So we could go for Black Knives and just use some of our slower moves. Let's do that. Cultist's going to come in and attack, so they're both going to come closer. We are going to get potentially hit down here, which sucks a little bit. Living Corpse is just going to move and suffer some damage. If we get to here and be invisible, that it's not going to help. It's not going to help the way I want it to. Let's stick to our original plan. Although we could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open the door and then stab this guy from behind and be invisible and have the next room already kind of coming towards us. But we're not on a rush for this. So let's keep doing what we do well. And keep the focus. So Vile Pestilence on these guys. There's no point in hurting ourselves to make it a little bit more powerful. That's not bad. Get decent poison on them. I could even potentially get this guy killed if we get lucky. No, we do not get lucky. That's okay. Didn't really hurt us. Okay, being invisible, we want to generate dark this turn so that next turn we can do a kill. So let's say Cloak of Shade would generate the dark. No, let's say... Oh, we could get a curse on them as well. Cloak of Shade will generate the dark. And Doomed Breeze will move in and do a bit of poisoning. We want to get maximum damage out. And also move away from them. So Biting Gnats. Biting Gnats is a really nice card, but we need to be away before we really use that. So Biting Gnats and Under the Skin. Let's hope that's fast enough. Okay, Cultist is going to do some self-explosions. Okay, Nightshroud. So we probably don't want to get them actually killed this turn, but skip the movement, get a curse. Try and spread the damage evenly amongst them. And we'll back up over here and get the Biting Gnats out. He might erupt. It's a bit of damage, it's fine. Okay, let's... we didn't actually end up generating dark in the end. No, we did generate dark, so we could use Spirit of the Night. Or... what have we got that's decent move on the bottom? Or we could assume that there's going to be something... 1, 2, 3 within 3 range in the next room and charge through to kill that. Which is possible. Possible, but not likely. We could use Spirit of the Night to just kill this guy. Step forward, kill him, and be done with it. So yeah, let's say Dancing Shadows, Spirit of the Night. We'll just do a flitting bit of damage with Fetid Flurry on this guy. And we'll step in and do a teeny bit of healing with Winged Congregation. And I think that'll be fine. So step in. Get the kill. Just to be done, we'll get Spirit of the Night back. Actually, let's get Doomed Breeze back for the extra movement. Fetid Flurry, take the shot. That is definitely a powerful kill, and we're going to end up with a little bit of money out of this. Ah, right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need the Plagueherald to hit that door before the Nightshroud moves next turn. So you need to move as slow as possible, and you need to move faster than that. So we're going to need a short rest over here. We'll move in with Under the Skin, and we'll do a shot with Biting Gnat. No, we'll do a shot with Epidemic. It's only range 2 though. Fine, we'll do Biting Gnats and Under the Skin, and over here we're going to have to just move slower than 47, which means Silent Force is our primary move. Well, it's our speed anyway. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll use Armor of the Night. No, actually. Let's use Empowering Void. That's a reasonable combination. So this is kind of necessary so that we can keep that aggressor working. That is not close enough for us to hit. So we'll have to skip that attack. What have we got in here? We've got Cultist Elite and 2 Living Corpses. Cultist Elite is already summoning guys. That's annoying. But whatever comes in is going to have to get past the traps. Speaking of getting past the traps. Could use this to get right up to him and then have a swing, and I'm not against that as an idea actually. We're not going to be able to do any instant kills on the elite. It's not bad, that's not bad. Okay, we want to move relatively quickly, so let's say Wing Congregation and Epidemic would be nice, but there's only the one target. Let's get a Creeping Curse out. Creeping Curse is better on that guy. Let's use the Epidemic. And I want you to move slightly slower, and hopefully you'll be able to get round the corner. So step in, do a little bit of healing. Epidemic's only going to hit the one guy. Now, this is not enough to get round, so let's stay where we are, generate dark. And maybe next turn we'll be able to do a short rest. Oh, don't want to lose Armor of the Night, but we don't really want to risk losing Spirit of the Night. If we move in 3 with Doomed Breeze, we can kill this guy with Spirit of the Night. Let's move in with Vile Pestilence. Go. Ooh, actually, if we do 2 to here, Vile Pestilence is only range 2. Do we have a move 3? We could use Paralyzing Bite to jump in and get some poison, but I feel like we're pushing things for the sake of pushing things. Let's say Vile Pestilence and Creeping Curse. We'll do it that way. Cultist gradually moving towards us, doing what he can. Living Corpse is dying slowly. So step in, get the curse off. Oh, I thought we would have still had Aggressor working, but I guess it didn't count. That's a shame. Have some retaliation damage, you varmint. Yeah, we're not gonna get Vile Pestilence on them. Let's be sensible about this. 1, 2, 3. We can get the gold, and we can hit this guy with Creeping Curse. Could hit the guy behind him with Creeping Curse, actually, which is probably a better plan. Okay, what are we going to do? Cloak of Shade and Black Knives. Let's get him poisoned and stick him and muddle him. We could spread the plague kind of effectively. Get this guy paralyzed with Paralyzing Bite. Or if we move slowly, we could end up using Virulent Strain to kill the guy at the back. Let's say Virulent Strain and spread the plague, and we'll see what he does and if we can get some benefit out of it. So, the poison. The stabbing. That's good. Come closer. Perfect. The ranged attack. And then Virulent Strain puts him on effectively death's door. We're just going to move quickly and get this guy taken out. Preferably before he has a chance to do anything. Oh, nice. 6 gold on that space. Let's grab it. And now's the time to move forwards. Okay, long rest for the Plagueherald. We'll get up to the main door with the Nightshroud. Go invisible for what it's worth. I mean, next time we're going to do a long rest anyway, but still nice. What do we want to lose? I'd say potentially Paralyzing Bite at this point. We've not got many rooms left to go through, and I think the others all provide slightly more utility for us. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need something that can move us 4 to get us up to the door. And then Biting Gnats potentially. Gives us a reasonable range in the room. I'm just not convinced it's going to be enough. So let's say Virulent Strain and you're going to be healed up. Well, actually, let's move in a bit slower. Winged Congregation will get us to here and do a little bit of healing, and then Epidemic is low value. So this augments the healing that we've already got going. That's fine. And over this side we'll lose Black Knives. Okay, now we can push in. So we want to generate Dark. That's going to be most likely Doomed Breeze. So we're going to need something to move us in, preferably reasonably far. I mean, we could use Silent Force now to get us in there and generate dark. I don't mind burning it at this point. Under the Skin will get us in 2. And Biting Gnats is far enough away that we could do some plink plink stuff as well. Okay, let's... I suppose we don't need to burn it because we've got the boots. Undo. Let's use the boots. And we'll see what we've got in here. Ooh, we have a treasure chest. Also, it looks like there's lots of gold here, but there isn't really lots of gold here. Don't want to hit that trap, but I do want all of the gold. Right, what are you guys doing? You're summoning skeletons already. You're moving 1, you're moving 1. So we can go to here safely. Now, as for which of these we go for, I think it's going to have to be this way around. Can't quite make it in to the treasure chest. But you are in range. Well, actually, you're both in range. So this is a time when it's worth hurting ourselves. That's a good solid hit. Wait, how did it not hit this guy? I could have sworn I selected two. Well, I don't mind. I hit the guy that's important. So we're going to do Vile Pestilence, which means we want to step in a little bit further. Ooh, actually, let's go Spread the Plague and Creeping Curse. At the back. We'll use Spirit of the Night and we'll kill this guy. And we'll use Dancing Shadows to kind of move up a little bit before doing it. That way we can move up to here and see which of them is going to be a threat before acting. Living Bones is going to do a little bit of an attack. Cultist is going to try and kill himself. It's actually probably better to kill the Living Bones. Just because of the number of attacks he's going to do. Right. Poise. Or do we step in and make sure this guy dies? I think stepping in is the right choice. Okay, that's what we'll do. We're gonna step in. I want this. I want that. We're gonna have to go back for it. Disappointment. A little bit of retaliation. Okay, Scatter Terror, Vile Pestilence with, you know, Virulent Strain. Let's just make sure he dies. We'll just take it clean off. Although, no, Vile Pestilence. Vile Pestilence. We're not going to roll a 0 again. Over the back. Cloak of Shade will allow us to generate a dark. And Wings of the Night, we keep moving around. Okay, Living Corpses doing nasty stuff, so we want to be away from them. We won't hit the time 0 again, he says. Well, he's going to kill himself. We're just going to end up with another skeleton, which is just a pain in the proverbial. Let's back up. We need to be invisible over here. So we're not going to generate dark. Instead, we're going to have a stab. And then go get the gold. See, this is all manageable. It's just it's gonna be painful. That's all. More mobs to deal with than we want to. But there's only 4 mobs left, and they're not going to get worse now. So short rest on the Plagueherald. We could do Vile Pestilence to get poison on all of them. Alternatively, we double down on pure damage at the moment and just kind of tank this a little bit. So spread the plague and epidemic. That's pretty good in terms of just raw damage output. I think we're going to need to do a short rest up the top. If we're coming in to kill people, it'd be good to do a Cloak of Shade so that next turn we can do Spirit of the Night and just kill one of the skeletons. So let's do Silent Force with a plan to step in a bit closer, and in fact we'll do it the other way around. So he doesn't end up moving towards the Plagueherald. Living Bones going to do some healing. Okay, so we'll ignore them this turn. What are you guys doing? You're just moving and taking damage. Okay, so that's really not that bad for us. I do want all of the gold, but getting these guys killed is kind of important. So, Plagueherald, start off. Good hit. This is probably not as worth it, but that's a bit of damage, better than nothing. Feel a little bit trapped, but it's fine. Okay. Scattered Terror will let us do some pretty solid hits over here. Then we'll use Vile Pestilence to just move over and grab this, just to make sure that we've got it. We're going to do Spirit of the Night to kill this guy, but we're going to move in with Dancing Shadow. We're going to move in with Doomed Breeze, actually. Get a curse on them. So, Scattered Terror, we get to target 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a good outcome. What have we got? The Nightblade. During your melee attack, consume Dark to add +2 to a single attack. That's a pretty good thing for a different character. Okay. We don't care that you've just healed up a bit. We're going to step in, get this gold, give you a curse. And you're all just a summon, so you're not going to have any gold anyway. Okay. We've still got plenty of time to get the gold. So let's say Creeping Curse and Under the Skin. Dancing Shadows, Empowering Void. Step in, grab this. Skip the movement, stay where we are. Painful. I'll take the damage rather than burning a card. Let's step and grab this. Yeah, we'll get a curse on him. Fighting that's Virulent Strain. Short rest. I think we'll probably just Silent Force our way over to one of these. Let's say Doomed Breeze and Silent Force. Oh, shielding and healing a little bit. Well, I guess it draws it out a bit more. You're just out of range. Still just out of range. Okay, what's going to be best? Stepping away from this guy and hitting him with biting. It's as good as punching him and then stepping away further. So let's punch him and step away further. So effective. Alright, let's come up this way. Okay, long rest for the Plagueherald. And it'd be nice to move forward, but we're not going to be able to. So we'll just do what we can up the back. Getting ever so closer. Just not quite there yet. Ooh. I'm going to have to burn 2 discarded cards. Let's use Vile Pestilence and Virulent Strain. There's a little bit of healing. We're just about going to manage... No, we're not going to manage our Streamliner. We are just short because we got hit. That's a shame. It is what it is. Okay, so Spread the Plague and Under the Skin. That should be enough to finish him off. Short rest. We'll just grab this last little bit. We are getting a lot of money though. Okay, starting up here. That definitely worked. And there is nothing else for us to pick. Oh, there was one right back at the start that I missed. But we've got 33 gold on this mission. And a magic item. The crypt is saved once more. Perhaps in the future the owners might put a stronger padlock on the door. One can only hope. So neither of them managed this. Plagueherald got a decent amount of ability XP, so I'm happy enough. And we got a lot of money. And of course the Robes of Evocation design, which combined with the 10 gold, we could afford to buy straight away. Right, so the Nightblade. For the Nightshroud, they already have a better use, so I think we'll keep from giving that across. But it is cool. It is very cool. Maybe the Mind Thief would like it. Because I could see the Mind Thief also potentially utilising it. Over at the Merchant, of course, we've got the Rose of Evocation. And in the Trainer... Ooh, so close to getting a perk for the Nightshroud. 200 enemies of any kind, especially oozes. We have a new relic quest. We've been murdering our way across the land for quite a while now. When you pay for it, it isn't murder, it's a job. Right, anyway, I've got a lead on a relic that could help us. Rumor of an evil witch in the woods who fashions her victims into jewellery. That sounds wonderful indeed. Okay, well, with that, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how the team is coming together. Most of them are making the transition to being level 4 without difficulty. We didn't do the Doomstalker, we're going to have to go back and do them. But I think we might do the Quartermaster after the Plagueherald, just so we can start getting some of those chests taken care of. That is all going to have to be in the future though, because we are out of time for today. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven. See you soon.